The passport mentioned in King Henry V's speech was Shakespeare artistically quoting the historical fact that King Henry V really did invent the modern passport. I'm serious. Basically, 1500s, he basically thought, his subjects should have a passport, so he invented this piece of paper, rather large, with a stamp on it, a wax stamp with a big V or a 5 in it to represent Henry V. And this passport would allow you to leave his kingdom, and you could let people know that you were part of his kingdom when you arrived in France or Denmark. And then the other European medieval societies thought, hey, this passport idea is really cool. So they issued their own large pieces of paper with their own seals for their subjects to carry around on their horses. And then they decided, hey, let's make the language of the passport French. Okay, great. So they were all written in French. That was a nice, cool thing. But people, after a while, after a couple hundred years, they're tired of these really large pieces of paper, so they just started to fold them into smaller little books. And that's how the passport book was invented. But because of the folds, there was all these empty pages. So people started writing down phrases they learned from a different country. You're in Romania, on your horse, you learn the word for horse in Romania, you write it in your little passport, or a castle, or later an address, or you draw something. And then these other countries started stamping your empty pages as you went in and out of the countries, and then all of a sudden you couldn't use the empty pages anymore for your own thoughts. They had to be reserved for visas, and countries were charging you certain amounts of money to go in and out of their country. And then the modern passport as we know it today physically appeared in like 1910, 1920, like the little book, and of course it was very important in World War I, World War II, matter of life and death, depending on which passport you had. If you had the bad passport, they'd kill you. If not, you could pass. And then in like the 60s, they had the punch numbers in the passport that showed your passport number in little holes. Then 70s and 80s, a barcode thing. And then now the passports are biometric. They contain an RDIF chip inside the back cover that has a GPS tracking system inside the passport. So what I would like you to do is imagine that you just got home from a long day at work and you've gotten in the mail your new passport from a country that currently calls itself the United States of America. And it's a biometric passport. It has a little rectangle on it and a circle in the center. That's the biometric symbol. And just open it up, please. Oh, hey, there it is, the famous first page. It says, the Secretary of State of the United States of America hereby requests all whom it may concern to permit the citizen national of the United States named herein to pass without delay or hindrance, and in case of need to give all lawful aid and protection. And then there it is, yes, ladies and gentlemen, in French. But look, they added it in Spanish. That's probably because somebody realized at the State Department that only 9 people speak French in the United States. On page 2, wow. Your photo's beautiful. You look fantastic. How handsome, how guapa, how beautiful. This is just wonderful. Right above the big bald eagle with its sharp beak, we the people, going on. Oh wow, look at this. They've added all these really cool images of the states as the backgrounds of the visa pages. So there's a train in Kansas and some ranchers, Mount Rushmore. Let's see here. Oh, in the back, look at this. Cactuses for Arizona. That's super cool. But recently, this is a little side note, the state legislature in Arizona actually passed a resolution requesting that the federal government remove these cactuses from their page so they could find the Mexicans hiding behind them. Wow. Look at the back page. After you see all the states, the next state is space. A bunch of other planets floating out there, future states. And then printed in bold, it says, this document contains sensitive electronics. For best performance, it performs. Do not bend, perforate, or expose to extreme temperatures. Ah, they must be referring to the microchip that is located here with the antenna that goes around here, the edge of the passport. Now let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you don't feel too comfortable that there's a microchip GPS RDIF chip in the back of your passport. And you're sitting in your kitchen, and you look around the kitchen, and you notice the microwave. Now, I would like you to please just take your new passport and put it in the microwave. And set it on high for 10 seconds. And then press start.
10. Yes, you've just microwaved your passport. 9. You see your passport spinning around in the circles, and then you notice little pops and crackles coming out of the passport. And then 8, it gets a little strange. You notice a little thing of smoke, and it comes out from underneath the passport, the smoke. 7, it's smoking. And when I say 6, the smoke stops. 6. Now when I say 5, I want you to begin to relax. 5. And just drop your shoulders. Just let them fall at your sides. And keep staring at the passport. Your eyes are getting heavy on 4. Close your eyes. And on 3, I want you to imagine that you're at a train station in Prague. Some years after the fall of the Berlin Wall. 3. Praha hlavní nádraží. Příští vlak na Benátky. You're heading to Venice on this train. On 2, I want you to feel the softness of the cushion in the train. And then on 1, you'll be there on this train, heading to Venice. Are you ready? Here we go. And I say
'Basos. Now, you're traveling on this train that is going to be taking you from Prague to Venice. Now, that means you would go through the Czech Republic, down through Austria, through Innsbruck, and then through Italy. But the passport control agent in front of you is speaking neither Czech, nor Austrian German, nor Italian. Some strange language you've never heard with a strange writing on his uniform. Then you look outside the window and you see a huge sign at the station where you're stopped that says Ljubljana. What the hell is Ljubljana? Ljubljana. You're very confused. You keep screaming Ljubljana, Ljubljana, Ljubljana. And the guard says Ljubljana, Slovenia. Slovenia? What? Why are you in Slovenia? That has nothing to do with anything. You're just trying to get to Venice. Now, you don't speak any Slovenian, you're going to assume it's similar to Czech, and so you're going to start demanding that you're just trying to get to Venice, which the Czechs call Benátky. Benátky, Benátky, Benátky. He has no idea what you're saying. Benátky, Benátky, Benátky. Oh, solo mio, solo mio, solo mio. Gelato, gelato. Benátky, Benátky. You mean Venice, Italy? course it speaks English. Yeah. Venice, Venalti, Venice.
Then why are you on this train? This is the Balkan Express. This train is going to Istanbul. Wait here.
And he takes your passport, goes down the hall, gets off the train. Now you're quite nervous, you do not want to go to Istanbul, and you're packing your bags as quick as you can. But then you look out at the huge sign that says Ljubljana, and you see the station agent with your passport control, lights a cigarette, and starts talking to his comrades. Ja kaže, te lako ide Istanbulu, znaš? He then gets back on the train with your passport, and enters. You're standing up, all your bags are packed.
Hey, you, sit down.
You sit back down.
You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay right there.
Why? What's going on?
Well, you looked so confused there when I first came in. I couldn't resist, you know. But this is not the train to Istanbul. This is the train to Venice.